Thank you everybody for tuning in. Today we're super happy to have Daniel Santos, who is the CEO and founder of Woonkly Labs, will be here.
Thank you very much for
Absolutely,
inviting me.
absolutely. So that you just got here at the Block World Tour, how do you think and feel about the event?
The event is really amazing. I think is a huge environment for Spain. Right now, the cryptocurrencies in Spain are not such expansive, such regulated. The regulation in Spain is going slowly. The adoption of the cryptocurrencies is not the same like in another countries of the world, for example, Switzerland or Dubai or wherever. So having this kind of event is really important for educate the ecosystem and say how everything is going about regulation, about NFTs, about financial, about DeFi's, and I'm very excited to be here. In fact.
Absolutely. It's very interesting how you mentioned Dubai, because Dubai, they aim to be the first fully powered blockchain smart city. And so that's very interesting. Would you mind
Great.
tell us a little about what you guys are working on at the moment?
We are working in a lot of things right now. In fact, we have a little VC, we have an academy that will be launched really soon. But our two main projects are first, one regulated NFT social network that mix not only the NFT space being a social network in which the people can have his own profile, then they can follow another creators, you can see in your feed all the things of the other creators, you can upload NFTs without payment, or you can become a post to be an NFT. So it's really amazing, but the main part is everything is regulated through KYC, AML policies, anti-money laundering, all the things we need to do in this space, I think, personally, to not broke the ecosystem, because right now there are a lot of companies outside that are doing amazing things, technology speaking, but in the NFTs, in the DeFi, etc., but they are not regulated. At one moment, the regulators will say, hey, what is happening? This NFT, it's owned by a 13 years old guy, so we are one step above that with huge KYC policies, etc. So we can know who is the really author of an NFT, wherever is the NFT, because an NFT could be several things, not only art, could be a business plan, could be an idea, could be a lot of things, and this is going to be the next step. But we need to ensure that the author is the real one. It's not a copy, it's not that thing. So in our social network, we mix the intellectual property with the NFT. So if everyone is copying you, you can in fact go and shoot that person. And I think it's really amazing in the ecosystem. That's one project. The other project is DeFi. In fact, is the first worldwide regulated DeFi. Was because we launched it 2 months ago. We have right now like 94 million in assets at this moment. We didn't did any advertising at all. It's going really well. It's a DeFi in which you need to go through a KYC process before you enter into the DeFi, AML policies, etc. Everything that happens into the DeFi is traceable. We have our own traceability system. You can enter from another device, and we will do traceable your past into another DeFi. So once you are with us, you are clean. Then one click, your DeFi money goes to the bank. One click, your fiat money goes to a DeFi. Everything traceable with a document with all the traceability for the taxation institutions, for the government, for your banking institutions, wherever. So that is our entry, creating regulated products into the new technology blockchain space.
I think what you said is absolutely fantastic. NFTS has been the past 6 months or even a year or so the hottest thing, and it sounds like what you guys are doing very interesting things with KYC and anti-money laundering regulations. So with that said, would you say that what you guys are working on with having the data of, let's say, the users or some people like that, would you say that as a little bit centralized, or?
Of course, it's a little bit centralized because it's not all, in my opinion, about decentralization. Decentralized is amazing. It's a huge technology and need to be that way. that the way it was, correct? So without regulation, if not, there will not be any innovation. But at the moment, you need to know we are living in this world. There are governments, there are institutions, there are another new players that want to come into the market, and believe it or not, there are rules. So we can't go through that rules because we don't want that rules. So what we do is to centralize the thing we need to centralize only who you are. Are you able to have this amount of money? Is your money coming from terrorists or for wherever act in the past? No, you are clean. Everything that happened later is decentralized. We don't have the assets. We don't keep the assets. We don't keep your money. You have the private keys. So I think this is the real future of the exchange. It's a mix between the normal exchange, like Binance, for example, and the new exchange like Uniswap, for example. I think this is the mix. And in the DeFi world, we are seeing a lot of new technologies that are coming and will disrupt completely the ecosystem, in my opinion.
I think what you're saying is absolutely very interesting and important to the audience out there too, because I also do believe that when the rules are being set in the proper way and in the right way, they actually give more freedom for collaboration and creativity and build a brighter future, right? So with that said, for all the audience out there, they might be curious. Tell us a little bit about how did Daniel Santos got into blockchain in the first place?
This happened several years ago. I was in Cancun, Mexico. It's such an amazing place. Have you been there?
Love
it's
it.
amazing.
Yeah, love it,
It's
amazing beach.
It's amazing beach, amazing people. I really like that. In fact, you can see this. This is my Mayan glyph.
Absolutely.
I did it there, so...
Did you go to Chichen Itza too?
Yes, of course.
Amazing.
The pyramid.
Amazing.
It's something huge.
Yeah.
I'm such an energy guy, so I flow with the energy.
Absolutely. I feel you.
And I like that. So I bought my first Bitcoin in 2013 or something like that. But I sell it like in 6 months later. So I didn't knew that it gonna be incredibly big, etc. I didn't understand well what blockchain was in that year. So from 2015, I started to learn, understand, take courses, see people that was doing YouTube videos and all that stuff. Then I become a YouTube crypto influencer. And when you are trying to teach, you need to learn. Mm-hmm. It's like the opposite way. So I was learning and teaching, and then I'm here several years later.
Oh my God, that's wonderful. I do believe that a student and teacher, they actually have this almost fluid relationship.
Of course.
That learn from each other, and so that you get feedback from the crowd to see what they like, what they're into as well.
Totally.
So amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming to the Block World Tour and come down to Motril. It's an amazing place, an amazing event.
It's incredible.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Please give us the call to action. Where can they find out more about you or the project and everything?
You can go directly through Woonkly Lab, WOONKLY.com. Then you will go directly to Woonkly Labs. You can see what we are doing. You can go to DeFi Finance, DEFI.finance, like the other, but we have DeFi. No, it's the main word. So DeFi.finance. And the social network, it's gonna be a secret and will be released the next month in October.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
A pleasure.
Thank you.
All right, amazing. Thank you.
Amazing.
Cheers.